Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me. My name is Mr. Reality, and I'm joined with 50 of our closest friends and psychic medium Liz Cross for our Monday morning consciousness meditation, conscious transformation technique, where we tap and cross our arms bilaterally to move energy around and do one of the only few things we can down on the earth plane to remove blockages and troubles that we've got in our life. How are you, Liz?
Oh, I am great. Thank you. I'm waiting for whatever it is, 100 and whatever degrees it's going to be this afternoon. Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. Okay, so the dopamine probe, we're working on that. That's going to be several parts. It's just so big. Um, Mr. Reality and we've got videos to do today. We're still continuing on. Did you manage to find the parents of that shooter? I cannot find pictures of them anywhere.
I found a couple of posts about his father and about his mother, but I haven't seen any photos of them. I'll do some more digging and see if we can't uncover that today. Yeah, over the weekend, terrible tragedy in America. If you didn't hear, assassination attempt on a former president, and wow, what a weekend! We've done that a lot of probes, and we'll continue to do more about that and about the events. But we don't want to bring that
Yeah,
here. This is about uplifting and meditation.
right. So I thought we would work on resilience, actually. So making ourselves more resilient for the struggle. Now, why is this important? Well, if your soul, there's a kid that I'm working on, right? And I will talk about it extensively at some point, but it's kind of an experimentation at the moment. And this kid, bless his little cotton socks. I mean, I say kid, he's 20, or 22, but his soul has zero resilience, right? So this soul family dragged him into the lifetime. He didn't even want to sign up for most of the stuff that they signed up for. They had this very narcissistic father who was like, even in the spirit world, we still keep a lot of our same personalities. And so this narcissistic father in the spirit world was like, you're doing this and you're doing that and we're doing this and you're doing that. And this little soul family are signed up to it. Now, this individual that has a problem with resilience, right? He didn't want to sign up because his soul got the message a long time ago, like, I don't like this game, this is not for me. He's super sensitive. And so but the other the other individuals in the soul family, yeah, come on, we'll just do it. So down here on the earth plane, without going into all the nitty gritty details, he's basically orchestrated the lifetime to do the bare minimum, right? So his lifetime is actually structured in 3D form of, I'm not going out, I'm not associating with anybody, and I don't have to worry about living a life. I don't have to have a job. I don't, all the normal things that most people go through. He's not doing it. And through a series of events. So this is where the resilience is so important, because every time we do CTT for him, and we have uncovered so much. And this is the beauty of CTT, the past life stuff. When you start getting in there, he has no idea we're doing CTT for him, but it is making a difference, along with the mom has scalar plugged in 24/7, right? So he's being hit with the scalar. But what I figured out with the
Scalar-ish.
CTT, yeah, well, right. But what I figured out with the CTT is that, why is it that two people, me and the mom, can do sessions for someone else? Well, because it all has to do with energy. So we're using our energy to process on his behalf, right? And this is where a lot of people get stuck, especially if they are not able to process effectively. There's a processing issue, or they've been too traumatized and they can't process. But anyway, every single time we get down to the soul level, the soul, and it's taking a lot of sessions to build up the resilience for this individual, because the soul is like, no, I can't take any trauma. So, for example, something that would traumatize this poor little baby when he was a baby would be loud noises. Okay, so like slamming doors and banging things down. And the dad was quite fiery, so he would, he would slam and bang. Well, most of us, we don't think anything of that, right? But this little baby was highly traumatized. Why? Because he had zero resilience when he came into the earth plane. So this led me to critically think all weekend. I know you guys were like watching the news. I actually watched a little bit, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done with this. I'm waiting for the t-shirts to come out, because my husband froze the screen, the one where Trump has his arm in the air, fight, fight. And he's like, that's going to be the next t-shirt. I said, yeah, you know. But anyway, everybody's watching this. I was critically thinking about, okay, what do we need to do for CTT Monday morning? I know we need to work on our resilience, because it's not about, things that may not affect me, like the whole Trump thing. I'm not traumatized by that, right? At all. But some people are highly traumatized. Why? Because it's fascinating. Yes. It's interesting. Yes. It's a definitive historical marker. Yes. But, traumatized by it, we need to work on the resilience. So that's what I thought we would work on today. Now, we probably have quite a few new people here, and that's great, because we have been sort of showing the CTT channel more on the videos as we're putting them out, and people are curious. And so for the new people here, what we do is we use bilateral tapping on the arms, and we say phrases. So I will lead in saying the phrases. Where you should be is where Mr. Reality is. Okay. Now, if Diana is here, hopefully she is. Oh, there she is. I knew it. God, you look fabulous every Monday morning. There, that's how you tap. You see how she's got her arms crossed there, and her palms on her arms. You see that, right? You go 1 1 1 1 1 1, or you can go da 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 da. I don't do that. I tend to just go. Thank you, Diana. I tend to just go 1 and 1. Okay, and that's how you do it. So now the question came up last week during a reading, or over the weekend. God, one day seems to be running into the next. The person had problems with their arms, their wrists, and so they could not tap. So what it was actually doing is, when they were doing the CTT with us, they felt terrible. Well, because it's bringing up all these emotions, but the tapping or movement is essential. It is an essential part of ridding the negative energy out of your body. So if you have a problem tapping, I encourage you to make sure you try to do it on your legs like that, right? Or if you can't do it on your legs, then you need to get up and walk. Okay, walking we got was just as effective, and saying the phrases while you're walking. Now, I know that may be a little difficult, and that should be in extreme circumstances, because you have difficulty with your arms and you have tendonitis or whatever it is, or shoulder pain, or I don't know, and you need to move. Okay, but you can't do the tapping motion, then I would suggest you walk in place. Okay, no driving while we're doing tapping. And of course, whilst we know this now, if you are prone to seizures or seizure activity, Okay. Do not, do not engage in the CTT. You need to go get medical clearance. This is highly active in brain activity. You will feel sensations. And if like things like strobe lights and things like that bother you, you're prone to seizure activity, I urge you to not do this tapping. Okay. All right. So for those of you that are new, if you still have questions, drop them in the chat. I do ask that people do not message me directly because I'm working hard over here, right? I'm talking to spirit, I'm pulling information, and I'm trying to lead the tapping and everything else. So please, please, please do not message me direct. Everybody's nice here. Put your information down in the chat. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to open responsibly. Once we have opened responsibly, you need to stay till close. Do not leave halfway through. If you do, Mr. Reality and I are not responsible for the dark energy that you attract back into those holes. Okay. You need from once you start, you need to stay to close, and it does take about an hour. All right. So, are you ready, Mr. Reality?
Yeah, let's get started.
All right. So we're going to open. If anybody has any questions, please, please, please drop it in the chat. Either myself or Mr. Reality will answer the question. And a lot of times, I know Mr. Reality is like typing away and talking to everybody. And if you get any information through whilst we are tapping, be sure to drop that in the chat as well. Liz, why are we saying negative phrases? Because we've always been taught to stay positive, because staying positive is just putting a band-aid over the wound. It's not getting rid of the deep-rooted negative programming. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. That was round one. Round two, treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay. And the last part, which is the most important, the activation of our spiritual helpers and divine teams. Why, Liz? Because they need to take away the negative energy. You don't want it. I don't want it. Nobody wants it, right? Get it out of here as fast as possible and transmute it immediately, right? We don't want it. Somebody said they have to sign into work by 11. We should be done by 10 Central. Okay. All right. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers
of all of our spiritual helpers
and divine teams.
and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world.
They will transport it into the spirit world
And transmute it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
and transmute it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our being is willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. And that just helps to shift the energy around. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
So let's keep it simple. What are we saying today? Easily and joyfully manifest what? The optimum ability to what? Be more resilient to our struggles here on the earth plane. What do you think? Mr.
Sure,
Reality?
give it a shot. See what pops through in our raking life.
Man. To adapt and bounce back from adversity. She always has lots of good things to say. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to install resilience, overcome. Okay. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to install resilience into this lifetime.
Let's see what comes through.
Okay. All right. Transform the negative experience into something new. And you guys always have good ideas. Overcome obstacles. Okay. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to install resilient mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Resilient mindset. We like that all of you are wordsmiths.
All right. Without any negative consequences. We're learning now. Yeah, there you go. Candace just reminded us. That is very, very important. Whenever you're setting a manifestation, because the energy exchange has to take place, you want to make sure you add on there easily and joyfully at the beginning and at the end without any no negative consequences. Okay. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The optimum ability.
The optimum ability.
To consistently maintain.
To consistently maintain.
Resilience.
Resilience.
And a positive mindset.
In a positive mindset.
When dealing with earth plane suffering.
When dealing with earth plane suffering.
with no negative consequences.
with no negative consequences.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get, Mr. Reality?
I got pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Really? What does that mean? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Because it basically means we're not in control. Okay.
Let's change that and reframe that.
So when we are hit with things that we have orchestrated in our timeline, right? I want to do this and I want to have that, and yeah, just do this and whatever. And we've orchestrated in the timeline, we've planned it out so perfectly that we will have this type of reaction to the event. Why? Because that type of reaction to the event is necessary, because hopefully we'll learn from that, we'll grow from that, and we'll change. But what often is the case? Often the case is we get trapped, we get PTSD, we are frozen in trauma, we can't move. It just makes us inactive. We end up just being stuck, trapped. So yeah, it's about the reaction to the event, and that we internally have been programmed, right, through many lifetimes, that we can't control our reactions. Very good. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
Let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We cannot control our reactions.
We cannot control a reaction.
We have already been pre-programmed.
We have already been pre-programmed
to feel a certain way.
To feel a certain way.
Our reactions are knee-jerk.
Our reactions are knee-jerked.
We don't have time to think about them.
We don't have time to think about them.
We don't know how to change the programming.
We don't know how to change the programming.
If we're not here suffering, then we're not meant to be here.
If we're not suffering, then we're not meant to be here.
What else?
I'm just going to let things roll by.
I'm just going to let things roll by. It is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
My reaction cannot change the future.
My reaction cannot change the future.
I am trapped.
I am trapped.
I am angry.
I am angry.
I don't know how to diffuse my anger.
I don't know how to diffuse my anger.
I just want to hurry up and get this lifetime over with.
I just want to hurry up and get this lifetime over with.
I have no control.
I have no control of my soul.
Of my soul. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
What did you get?
Uh, Something about this imagery stepping into something that's dripping on you. So we just go through things, and like when there's a sprinkle of rain, you think, oh, it's going to rain, but it never actually rains. It's just a sprinkle. So we're being lightly doused, almost like the image of when you go into a church ceremony and they sprinkle water at you. Very, you're like, did that really even happen? Or did I feel water? It's that disbelief of how can it be real?
Mm. I don't think I attended enough church to actually witness something like that. Um, I just wasn't a church person. I'm not churchy. I always knew that it
There's still
didn't feel
time,
right.
Liz. I can take you.
Yeah. Okay, mate. And that would be going in reverse, right? As far as I'm concerned, that would be reversed. Now I've got to listen to this stuff that probably didn't even happen. Anyway, I've done readings on that. People have booked readings with me. Did this happen in the Bible? Did that happen in the Bible? No. Okay, so splash of water. Yeah, and that's what happens, right?
Being spit on like a light rain. Yes.
It's like drip feed. It's like drip giving you breadcrumbing, right? The
Right.
universe breadcrumbs us. It drip feeds us. It just gives you a little bit, just to get by,
Microdosing.
keep the hope alive. Okay, gotcha. Let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are being drip fed by the universe
We are being drip fed by the universe
to keep us hopeful,
to keep us hopeful,
to sustain our souls here on the earth plane.
to saving our soul here on the earth plane.
Oh, okay. And we can't change that. We are
And
not that powerful.
we cannot change that. We're not that powerful.
We have asked them to manifest in our favor.
We've asked them to manifest in our favor.
And they just give us little dribs and drabs at a time.
And they give us little drips and drabs at a time.
What else? When do I get a break?
When do I get a break?
Why am I always having to work on myself?
Why am I always having to work on myself?
When I think I'm finished, there's loads more to be done.
When I think I'm finished, there's loads of work to be done.
This is never ending.
This is never ending.
It took me forever just to get this happy.
It took me forever to get this happy.
It feels like just a light splash in a spiritual environment.
It feels like a light flash in this virtual environment.
Oh, that too. I'm too hung up on instant gratification.
I'm too hung up on instant gratification.
Money just trickles in.
Money just trickles in.
I'm at the bottom of the pyramid.
I'm at the bottom of the pyramid.
And I can't work my way upwards.
And I cannot work my way up.
Anything else?
I feel like I'm being like salt is being poured all over to me to stunt my growth and stunt me from getting ahead.
Well, hopefully you're not a slug. I feel like salt is being poured all over me. I feel like the universe is putting in too many roadblocks.
The universe putting in too many roadblocks.
Anything else? Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
Uh, you mentioned the pyramid earlier. I got like the pyramid has ice on it, and people are trying to get up, and the people at the top say, "Why don't they just take the stairs inside?" But we're trying to climb the outside, which is covered in ice. It's an uphill battle.
Okay, now that is very significant. Going into manifesting, right? It's not about climbing up within the pyramid and the parameters of the pyramid. It's always about the backdoor access when you're trying to manifest.
Right.
When you're just climbing up the pyramid, you're sort of, yeah, okay, you're getting drip fed by the universe, right?
That's the
When you have backdoor access, you then are allowed a seat in a higher level of the pyramid. But the problem is the energy in that level of the pyramid is so watertight, there's no room. So now you got to ask everybody to budge up and make room. Well, guess what? All those souls, they don't want to. Manifesting is very, very difficult. And I cannot stress that enough. Does that mean you should stop trying? No, because what manifesting often does, it takes you on this whirlwind of a spiritual journey, which through manifesting, that was what led you to the journey. Okay. And now you're here, you can't stop. But that was actually very, very accurate because you need the golden key, right, to access the back door. You climb up from the outside and you let yourself in to the level that you want to be in.
And the door is obfuscated. You can't see it. You have to know,
That's
it's
exactly
like that
right.
hidden panel. It's like a hidden bookcase. You have to know where to push to get in the room.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. Yeah, and it's like if you have the magic key, then it opens the magic door, right? But
But you can't
trust
see
me,
it.
when you get in on that level, it's crowded and nobody wants to make room because what that means is that say you want to go into level 6, okay? I want to take my place in level 6. All right, you open the door to level 6 and that means that somebody has to be booted from level 6 in order to make room for the next person. Energy is watertight. This universe, when you hear things like God designed the universe and the universe was perfect, yes, for him, not us. Okay. And the reason that perfection is stated in that way is because it is perfect. It's absolutely mathematically calculated and locked up, anti-hacking, universe, right? So that you can't manifest. If manifesting was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's very, very difficult. Now, what does happen with manifesting is you manifest what you need, not what you want. And a lot of times we have drip fed that into our timelines just to keep us keen, right? Because if you're not getting any results whatsoever, well, you're not going to keep trying. Okay. So you have drip fed, the soul has drip fed different, little manifestations in there just enough, oh,
Right.
I have something wrong and I get just enough money to fix it. Okay. Now that's down to the soul to keep you keen and to keep you on the spiritual journey. So that was very, very important. Okay. Excuse me. Yes, there are only so many places at each level. Absolutely. Now, you and I got the same thing. I got, why is everything an uphill battle? Okay. Why does nothing come easy? All right. So let's keep going. I'm trying to get back to the level where we are in the Comments. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I am a puppet on a string.
I'm a puppet on a string.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
I am exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
I experienced a conscious mind wipe in the spiritual in spirit.
I experienced a conscious mind wipe in spirit.
So therefore, I redesigned all these things without the level of emotions that we feel on the earth plane.
So I need to find all of these things without
No,
emotion on the earth plane.
I redesigned all of these things
I redesigned all of these things
without full consciousness, emotional consciousness, without full emotional consciousness
without full emotional consciousness
in the spirit world,
in the spirit world,
and I'm suffering on the earth plane.
and I'm suffering on the earth plane.
What did I sign up for?
What did I sign up for?
Why is everything so difficult?
Why is everything so difficult?
Everything is an uphill battle.
Everything is an uphill battle.
Must I spell everything out?
Must I spell everything out?
I keep making the same mistakes.
I keep making the same mistakes.
History is repeating itself.
History is repeating itself.
What else?
I'm afraid I'll find the key.
I'm afraid I'll find the magic key. Yeah.
I'm walking
Why
through
can't
life blind.
I'm walking through life blind? I feel like my soul hates me.
I feel like my soul hates me.
If it loved me, it wouldn't design circumstances like this.
If it left me to design circumstances, I could.
Well, that too. What else?
I'm confused about what direction to move in next.
I'm confused about what direction to move in next. What else?
I'm trying to get to the top of the pyramid without climbing the rungs.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get to the top of the pyramid without climbing the rungs. I don't want to work for what I want.
I don't want to work for what I want.
I just want it to be spoon fed to me.
I just want it to be spoon fed to me.
Interesting. Anything else? How come some people have so much luck and I have none?
How come some people have so much luck and I have none?
I'm angry and bitter about that.
I am angry and bitter about that.
No matter how hard I try to change my circumstances, nothing works.
No matter how hard I try to change my circumstances, nothing works.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I am still feeling very unsettled as we got into these rounds of tapping. Very interesting. But my crown chakra is like, zzz. This is why you got to be careful. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I got the Manhattan Project, which to me means that there's so many different functioning pieces that I need to be an authority on that I don't have time to be an expert on any of them.
Okay. So I don't have enough time.
I don't have enough time.
Yeah, that's a good one. So the other thing that I got was, and I kept getting this, and I'm telling you guys now, if you're trying to manifest, and you have any negative attachments to money or other people having money, okay, guess what you're not going to get? Guess what's not going to happen? You think negatively about it. We did a whole probe. Money likes to go where it's loved. If you love money, money is energy, and you're trying to manifest all these things in your life, and you have negative attachments to money, like, oh, people with money are evil, they're this, they're that. Guess what's not going to come to you? Okay. It'll go to somebody else. Now, my throat is tight. Okay. And I feel like somebody says, I feel like my head is stuffed. Yeah, I do too. I do too. It feels foggy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where are we starting?
I don't
I
have
guess,
time to be an expert in everything.
excuse me. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to scroll up through the comments. We got a lot of active comments here. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I have too much negative programming.
I have too much negative programming.
It stands in my way all of the time.
It stands in my way all of the time.
There's nothing I can do about it.
There is nothing I can do about it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
And I'm running out of time.
And I'm running out of time.
Why should I change now?
Why should I change now?
I just want to experience happiness for the rest of this lifetime.
I just want happiness for the rest of this life.
I'm okay with trauma.
I'm okay with trauma.
I just take it as it comes.
I just take it as it comes.
And I try to not address it.
And I try to not address it.
The way I have learned to deal with it is to bury it.
The way I've learned to deal with it is to bury it.
I fear facing trauma.
I fear facing trauma.
What else?
I'm resilient with other people, and that's all I need.
Yeah. I love that one. I am resilient with other people. That is all I need. Why? Because you're not addressing your own problems. It's easier to fix other people than fix yourself, right? What else?
I cannot be an expert all the time.
I cannot be an expert all the time. There's far too much to know. I should have started a long, long time ago.
I should have started a long time ago.
I've wasted so much time.
I have wasted so much time.
I'm just trying to be happy.
I'm just trying to be happy.
What else?
I can't see without eyes.
I can't see without eyes. That's true. That's true. What else?
I've lost my connection to my spirit and my knowing.
I've lost my connection to my spirit and my knowing. I can't find my soul. Where is it?
I can't find my soul. Where is it?
What else?
I fear what other people will see in me if I accept my destiny.
I fear what other people will see in me if I accept my destiny. I am my own worst enemy.
I am my own worst enemy.
I feel my lack of resilience with bad habits and decisions.
I feel my lack of resilience with bad habits and bad decisions.
I like being stuck in traps.
I'm stuck in.
I like being stuck in traps.
I like being stuck.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I'm happy with who I am.
Oh, I'm happy with who I am. Why do I need to change myself?
Why do I need
Mm,
to change myself? I like lying to myself.
I like lying to myself. I have created my own reality,
I've created my own reality,
and it's so far removed from the truth.
and it's so far removed from the truth.
But I'm happy, and that's all that matters.
But I'm happy, and that's all that matters.
Mm. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
My throat is so tight, it's like I can't breathe. Okay, what else? What's left?
What's left is it seems like it's a fear. If you're resilient, then you don't let the life lessons change you. And so I feel like everyone's afraid to step into their own resilient cloak because they're afraid that the life lessons that they need in order to grow won't be
Hmm.
there.
Yes and no. That's a good point. So, but you need some resilience, right?
I'm not saying
Because
it's
what
me. I'm
happens?
just saying that's the issue.
No, no, I know, mate. Don't worry. But what it is you need some resilience because what happens is a lot of times people stew on their problems when they're not worth worrying about. You can't move forward, you can't push forward, you can't achieve, right? You just are so beat down by problems, and that's what we're trying to instill. So some resilience or some lack of resilience is actually a little healthy. It's getting rid of this unhealthy lack of resilience, because the unhealthy lack of resilience is I have so much anxiety, I don't want to leave my home. I can't face the world. I only drive down certain streets to a certain location at a certain time of day, right? Now that's that's your coping mechanism, yes, but that's not resilience. So there has to be a defined a definition or a well-defined path of what is resilience and what is a coping mechanism, because some people are so controlled by their anxiety that they can't cope, right? They just can't, and they think they are, or they're coping the best way that they know how, but they're very limited in what they allow themselves to experience because they lack resilience. So where do we go from here? What would the lines be for that?
What would the
My
lines
throat is so
be?
tight. So cannot decipher between resilience and being controlled by anxiety.
I cannot decipher being controlled by resilience and being controlled by anxiety.
Your consciousness is floating, which is what happens when we get into the CTT. Your consciousness starts to like kind of sort of float and do its own brain rewiring, which is great. It tells me it's working. So we cannot decipher between resilience and being controlled by anxiety. Okay. There's two different things. All right. So I'm going to tune into the throat, and my throat is tight. Ooh, I felt a surge of energy then. I didn't know if anybody else felt that. Um, We're confused. We don't know what to do. We don't even know. You see, it's along the same lines. We don't even know what resilience is. Okay, let's tap, see what we get. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
What is resilience?
What is resilience?
How do we define it?
How do we define it?
We are very confused.
We are very confused.
We have coping mechanisms,
We have coping mechanisms,
some good, some bad.
some good and some bad.
Our anxiety is controlling and limiting our lives.
Our anxiety is controlling and limiting our lives.
That is what we define as resilience.
That is what we define as resilience.
I am stopped by trauma.
I am stuck by trauma.
I worry about what people think of me.
I worry about what people think of me.
I am always being judged.
I am always
being judged.
I am always being judged.
I cannot escape judgment.
I cannot escape judgment.
I am hyper focused on perfection.
I am hyper focused on perfection.
To hide my vulnerabilities.
To hide my vulnerability.
I felt that lead. Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, we got a layer off, now another layer's come back. So we're shoving the layers up. Okay, let's try and see if we can knock this out in one. So I'm going back into the throat because my throat, and I just feel stuffy. So what is this stuffiness? We're anxious. This is all about anxiety. You see, we're confusing anxiety with resilience. And anxiety, yes, on some level does make you resilient. Why? Because if you're suffering from depression and you have a big ball of anxiety, well, it's making you resilient to earth plane circumstances so you don't feel more depressed. But it's still it's still limiting you. Okay, so anxiety is giving us a false sense of security, and it's saying resilient. Okay, I think that's the bullseye, like bumper cars, right? They call it dodgems in England. All right, so let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
All of this unhealthy anxiety.
All of this unhealthy anxiety.
That we have mistaken for resilience.
That we have mistaken for resilience.
We have lied to ourselves.
We have lied to ourselves.
In an effort to keep safe.
In an effort to keep safe.
And we have limited our lives.
And we have limited our lives.
And our experiences.
And our experiences.
It makes us appear tough.
To make us appear tough.
But we are dying on the inside.
We're dying on the inside.
Yawning is good, folks. What else?
I feel like I'm a punching bag and I keep punching myself.
I feel like I'm a punching bag and I keep punching myself.
And I allow others to do it against me.
I allow others to punch me as well. I lack self-compassion and self-love.
I lack self-compassion and self-love.
We grow up with fear.
We grow up with fear.
Helicopter parents create fear.
Helicopter parents create fear.
and anxiety.
and anxiety.
We do not celebrate our successes.
We don't celebrate our successes.
We don't want anyone to know what they are.
We do not want anyone to know what they are.
We keep quiet about our individual circumstances.
We keep quiet about our circumstances.
We don't tell anyone what we're going through.
We don't tell anybody what we're going through.
We don't allow anyone to see us suffer.
We don't allow anyone to see us suffer.
That's what we think resilience actually is.
That's what we think resilience actually is.
It's to appear tough to other people.
It's to appear tough to other people
while we're dying on the inside.
While we're dying on the inside.
Anything else? What a mess. Right. It is a mess. A big, confusing, discombobulated mess. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. This feels so much better now. I felt it leave.
Information
transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Well, I feel better. Do you guys feel better? I hope so, because we need to close. All right.
Correct.
Excellent. I felt that leave. I feel calm now, right? Okay, great. Let's close. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum guidance.
Optimum guidance.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Self-love.
Self-love.
And the ability to be emotionally.
And the ability to be emotionally.
Mentally.
Mentally.
And physically resilient.
And physically resilient.
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
In all of those wonderful spaces that we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Yes, I agree. Let the good news be yours. I love that. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Whew. That was a difficult one. All right, so we've closed responsibly. You're all free to leave. We do have a queue left over from last week. As always, we hold for questions at the end of every CTT group meeting. So
that's right. Thank you very much, Liz. Thank you all for joining us. And I will tell you, watch out for anything that comes through. Oh my gosh, someone's calling me already. Good Lord. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.